Hello everyone! After making a list of the best free Metroidvania games, it's time to make another free-to-play list, and this time, we're talking about roguelikes. So here are the best 20 free roguelike or roguelike games you don't want to miss. Well, let's get into the list. Skillshot City is a fast and chaotic PvP roguelite battle royale. The game comes with a campaign mode that has around 10 solid levels. Each one is different and fun to play. The gameplay is where Skillshot City really shines. The shooting feels great, and there is a huge variety of weapons. You also get special powers and can drive different vehicles, which makes every mission feel chaotic and fun. That's why many people compare it to GTA 2, but with modern action and roguelike elements. And the best part is the game has fast and short matches. No waiting forever, no boring downtime. Every round is quick, intense, and full of action. Morimens is a roguelite card game inspired by cosmic horror and the Cthulhu mythos. You will build a team of 4 characters, and together they act as one unit in battle. Each character brings 4 cards into your deck, plus their own special ultimate ability called an Exalt. Your main character also has an ultimate, but no cards of their own. Most missions have you exploring a tile-based map to find and defeat a boss. This game has rough translation, but its gameplay is strong. The team building, card system, and faction variety make it deep and fun. On top of that, the developers are generous with rewards, and even though the game has gacha and monetization, you can fully enjoy the game without spending any money. Outpost brings the perfect mix between survival and roguelite gameplay. You start in a random world and try to survive as many nights as possible. Each playthrough begins in a different season, like winter or summer, and that changes how you play. Winter days are short, so you must use your time wisely, and in summer, you can explore and build more. The game also has tower defense element. You will gather resources and slowly turn your small camp into a powerful fortress while waves of strange forest creatures try to destroy it. There are leaderboards too, so you can challenge your friends and try to become number 1 in the world. One Million Fatal Guns, also known funnily as OMFG, is a fast and simple roguelike shooter that does exactly what it promises. The idea is awesome. You fight robots, machines, and mini-tanks while collecting tons of crazy guns. Every enemy you defeat can drop a new weapon, and there are hundreds of different guns you can find in a single run. Guns drop all the time, and picking up new ones is part of the fun. In fact, the game rewards you with extra points every time you discover a new unique gun. So the best strategy is simple. Keep shooting enemies and keep grabbing new weapons. And the best part? The game is completely free. No DLC, no microtransactions, just a full game you can enjoy. Frostrain is a cool mix of survival strategy and roguelike deck building, where you control the last train traveling through a frozen wasteland. The gameplay is simple but really satisfying. You manage your resources, upgrade your train, and keep your passengers alive and happy. Every decision matters, and you're always juggling between survival and progress. It can feel a little repetitive after a while, but the core gameplay is strong and full of potential. The mechanics are easy to learn, but deep enough to let you try different strategies and builds each run. The atmosphere is one of the best parts. The art style makes the world feel cold and hopeless, and the sound design adds tension to every moment. Mad Adventures is a wild multiplayer platformer where you can work together or betray your friends. The game mixes platforming, roguelike elements, and even battle royale chaos into one crazy party experience. Your goal is to survive a dangerous 4-day expedition and reach the final boss. After reaching the boss, you'll need to fight it and work as a team. And after the boss is defeated, the game turns into a battle royale, and only one player gets the golden crown. In addition to that, you and your friends will collect coins during each run. Back in the lobby, you can spend those coins on upgrades that affect everyone. Want to help the team? Buy upgrades like double jump, triple jump, or even more jumps. Or you can be selfish and spend your coins on cool skins and funny hats instead. Super Raft Boat Classic is a roguelike game where the whole world is flooded and all you have is your super raft boat. Your mission is simple. Keep sailing and try to reach the final island. Beating the game once is actually pretty quick, usually taking only a few minutes if you survive. But after you beat it a few times, the difficulty suddenly jumps a lot. Once you start looping runs, the game becomes extremely hard. After finishing the game with every character, the main goal becomes pushing for high scores, hard achievements, and seeing how far you can go. Even though it gets very difficult, it is still fun to grind and try again and again to reach your best run. Alpha League HD is a free-to-play, hero-based auto-battler roguelike where you pick one hero, build your deck, and fight against 7 other players or bots to become the winner. The gameplay is simple and fun. You choose your hero, collect cards in a roguelike style, and watch your team battle automatically. It's very enjoyable and relaxed, and you don't need to study guides or learn complicated strategies to play well. However, the game can feel repetitive after a while. Most of the time, you end up building the same cards for your hero every match. There isn't much thinking about different synergies or creative builds. That said, for a free game, Alpha League HD is a nice pick for casual auto-battler fans. OneBit Adventure is a casual, turn-based roguelike where your main goal is to survive, level up, and collect loot. The idea is very simple. You move in 4 directions, bump into enemies to attack, grab everything you can, and keep moving forward. But once you start unlocking different classes like Necromancer, Blood Knight, or Pyromancer, the game suddenly becomes much deeper. Each class plays in a unique way, with different skills and builds to experiment with. What makes it fun is the one more run feeling. Hardcore mode gives you permadeath for serious roguelike fans, while classic mode lets you revive and keep going. There are also global leaderboards if you like competing with other players. Beecarbonize is a pretty fun resource management roguelite card game about pollution and global warming. In this game, you research new technologies, create policies, protect nature, and upgrade industry to stop climate disaster. You choose your own path and manage your resources wisely to keep the world alive. There are many ways to fight climate change. You can focus on clean energy, protect forests, or improve people's lives. But saving the planet is not easy. The more pollution you create, the more extreme events you will face, like floods and heat waves. The game is easy to understand. You can play slowly and relax by using the pause button, or you can speed things up and turn it into pure chaos. And once you beat the normal mode, you can increase the difficulty for an even bigger challenge. .45 is a roguelike deck builder that may not be perfect, but it is extremely fun and surprisingly addictive. In this game, you are thrown into a world of gunfights, but instead of fast reflex shooting, you build a deck of cards that represent bullets and special skills. Different bullets have different effects, and smart combinations can win you battles, or completely fail if you choose poorly. The best part of the game is finding cool combos between cards. Mixing different bullet cards and abilities feels really satisfying when everything works together. The game may not be super polished, but the core gameplay is strong, fun, and full of variety. There are enough cards and challenges to keep each run feeling fresh. BAPBAP is a roguelike party game where no 2 matches are ever the same. You pick a character, build a crazy overpowered setup, and battle your friends in pure chaos. Then you do it all over again. The gameplay mixes MOBA-style gameplay with party game design. The combat is fast, isometric, and hack and slash, which makes it easier to jump into than traditional MOBAs like Dota or League of Legends. You still need to manage your abilities and cooldowns, but you stay in the action instead of standing still and clicking from far away. You can tell the developers really love their game. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to find a match because the player base is still small, but when you get in, the gameplay is absolutely worth it.
These guys are done, dude. They're cooked.
Charges
They don't have a fucking chance. Watch this.
What the fuck? Get him!
Strike true.
Moonring is a dark fantasy, turn-based RPG mixed with roguelike elements, all wrapped in a unique neon retro style. It is made as a love letter to the classic Ultima games, and from the very start, it feels special. The best part of Moonring is the joy of exploration and discovery. You find clues, take notes, and slowly piece together the world's mysteries. The game includes modern quality of life features like automatic note-taking, mapping, faster combat, and a smart text system that helps you type commands more easily. These features make the game smoother without taking away the challenge, which is great for new players. The game is not too long, and since it is completely free, it is easy to recommend to both old-school roguelike fans and new players. Super Auto Pets is a perfect example of a game that focuses on gameplay first. It does not need flashy graphics or a big story to be fun. The game is a simple roguelike auto battler built around just two main things, pets and food. But within those two systems, there are tons of combinations to discover. You can spend hours experimenting with different teams and finding powerful synergies that make your pets stronger. Watching your team win battles is extremely satisfying. And because the game uses async multiplayer, you can also learn new strategies by seeing what kinds of teams other players are using. All in all, this game is perfect for players who want a casual but still deep roguelike experience. Himno is a very strange but peaceful roguelite platformer. It is a no-enemy game with calm ambient music and randomly generated levels. The goal is to explore these randomly generated areas and collect gems and glowing sprites. There are no monsters trying to kill you, but you can still fall into the water at the bottom of the screen, and that ends your run. Even so, Himno is one of the most relaxing games you can play. It may not be for everyone, but it offers just enough challenge to be fun in short play sessions. I should mention that the game is available on consoles as well as PC, but it is only free on PC and not on console. The fake mobile ads we usually see turns out to be real. Arrow a Row is a simple and straightforward auto-runner roguelike that focuses purely on fun gameplay. You only move left and right and your character shoots automatically. This makes the game very easy to learn, but still exciting because there are lots of enemies and challenging boss fights. Power-ups really matter, and different combinations make every run feel fresh and different. Permanent upgrades also give you a strong sense of progress between runs, so you always feel like you are getting stronger. Overall, Arrow a Row is a clean, simple, and accessible endless runner that knows exactly what it wants to be: fast, fun, and easy to enjoy. Relic Hunter Zero is a free top-down action shooter roguelike similar to games like Nuclear Throne. The genre is crowded, so this game had to do something special to stand out. It does this with fast combat, powerful relics, and lots of unlockable content. Replayability is one of the best parts of the game. Even though the levels look similar, the gunfights never get boring. You are always focused on finding better weapons and landing perfect shots. All in all, the game may not be completely new, but for a game that costs nothing, the quality is shocking. You could easily sell this game for $5 or $10, and it would still be worth it. Let's start with one question. How is this game free? If you like Vampire Survivors or bullet hell games, you are going to love this one. It has the same idea as Vampire Survivors, but with characters from VTubers. The fact that this game is free is completely crazy. It is easily one of the best Vampire Survivor style games out there. There is a huge cast of characters, and most of them are really well designed and fun to play. On top of that, the character and enemy designs are colorful and interesting. The music is great, the items are fun to use, and every run feels well-paced and exciting. I don't know anything about VTubers or HoloLive, but I do know this game is an absolute banger and clearly made with love and care. Created by Cygames, the studio behind Granblue Fantasy, Umamusume finally released worldwide after becoming a huge hit in Japan. And honestly, it is way more fun and addictive than it sounds. In this world, normal horses do not exist. Instead, the spirits of famous racehorses are reborn as girls called Uma. They train hard, they race, and when they win, they perform idol concerts. The gameplay is a mix of roguelite, strategy, and visual novel. You do not just watch races, you train your Uma through multiple seasons, managing her stats like speed, stamina, power, and even her mood. You also choose her training schedule, enter races, and make decisions during story events that shape her growth. Muck is a survival roguelike game where you collect resources, build a base, and try to stay alive. During the day, everything feels calm and peaceful, and you think, wow, this survival game is actually pretty chill. But when night comes, everything suddenly becomes angry and tries to kill you. The combat is surprisingly fun, and the progression feels fast and satisfying. Playing in co-op turns the whole experience into pure chaos. One friend is farming resources like a pro, one friend is AFK doing nothing, and another friend accidentally summons a boss and can only say, oops. Every run starts with confidence, but always ends with everyone screaming. And the fact that this game is completely free feels really illegal. That's all for today's list. Subscribe and like for more exciting new roguelike and roguelite games. That's it, and see you next time.